Hello and welcome to Manibil. This has been a while since my last update, and I've been busy, as they say, without further clarification. And why would you also care about that? That's just my private life. It might not have any bearing on my philosophical, excursions. Whether I'm sitting in my couch or I'm sitting here in my car, living up to my old channel name Manibil, which means man in a car, more or less paraphrased. Well, I was just thinking to myself, what is actually the state of philosophy? After I'm going on 10 years of this channel now, right? And thank you, by the way, to the new listeners for dropping in, right? And sorry about this weird, vertical recording, but that's how it goes, right? What is going on, really? I mean, I just watched 2.5 hours of Bernardo Kastrup and Bernard Carr talking about the past, present, and future, and science, and string theories, and all sorts of shit, and it's just a load of word salad, mumbo jumbo shit, right? A bunch of gobbledygook, as I wrote in a comment. What is it? What is the fucking purpose of this? I mean, it's going nowhere fast, right? It's unbelievably useless. Because I think the foundational problem of philosophy, maybe as an academic endeavor, right, is that people have the wrong understanding of philosophy, really, how it should really be understood. I've tried to convey this a few times recently, and my opinion is philosophy is not about you coming up with thoughts that you are telling everybody else to follow, to cut it short, right? You're doing thinking for yourself to fucking follow, right? It's not about coming up with fancy theories and elaborate stories and going to seminars and writing fancy books and essays and articles in Scientific American or whatever. It's useless, right? Because you're basically talking to your experiences, right? Even a guy like Bernardo Kastrup should admit that. He's talking to his fucking dashboard, right? What is he trying to convince his dashboard of? That it should cohere to his thoughts, his magical thoughts, right? You could say, well, what are you doing, Manibil? Well, yeah, good question. What the hell am I actually doing, right? Well, I want to tell you that you should think for yourself. Philosophy is about you thinking about your thinking, right? It's not about coming up with all the fancy stories about the universe and combining the small and large forces of this, that, and the other, whatever. No, it's about your experience and how you approach it, how you understand it, and what you're going to do about it, right? That's all. That's all it is. There's no one. There's nothing more to it. You're basically full of yourself if you think that your thinking is so fantastic that you can sort of decide for everybody else that it should be their philosophy, right? You think that you're so fucking smart that everybody else should adapt your fucking philosophy. It's bullshit, right? It's bullshit. There's no reason to think that everybody else should be like you, right? It may be, I mean, why not? But it doesn't necessarily follow, right? Just because what I'm experiencing as elephant I call elephant and people tend to call it elephant, doesn't necessarily mean that somebody else using the term elephant means they have the same experience. They may have a different experience, right? For all I care. But no, philosophers are there to tell you about their magical, perfect thinking, right? Bullshit. Think for yourself, right? That's all I have to say. See you in the next one.